where are we on Michael Carrick? Because to be honest with you, I do listen to you, and we have a comment section here saying 58% no, 42% saying yes. Roy Keane said this: if Man United win every game until the end of the season, I still wouldn't give him the job. Are we going to sit here and pretend that Michael Carrick can get Man United winning league titles? Now, look, Roy Keane is entitled to his opinion. Rio Ferdinand has basically insinuated that Roy Keane saying that is disrespectful and it's mad talk. I've heard people calling him brain dead. I mean, I think mad talk and brain dead are very offensive words for a player that, in my opinion, is my favourite player in my life as a Man United fan and an amazing captain and an amazing player. You don't have to agree with what he says, but I don't actually have a massive issue with what he's saying. Like, it's an opinion. And again, the opinion police are out in force. What he's saying is, if Man United win every game until the end of the season, I still wouldn't give him the job. Fine. I sort of get that because we have been down this road before. Are we going to sit here and pretend that Michael Carrick can get United winning league titles? Well, I disagree with this bit from Roy because I'm not going to pretend that Thomas Tuchel can win Man United titles. I'm not going to pretend that Pep Guardiola can win Man United titles. I don't think saying Michael Carrick can't win Man United titles is fair to Carrick, because I don't think Tuchel or Mourinho or Ancelotti will win titles at Man United under that regime. But I haven't got a problem with him saying I wouldn't give him the job if he won every single game. Gary Neville, interestingly, this is what he said. He believes Manchester United have acted emotionally a number of times in the last 12 years. I honestly could not be happier with the last 2 weeks. The familiarity in what I'm watching feels like I'm watching my team play again properly. They played properly with intensity. I think it's right that Carrick keeps the job until the end of the season and then hands the baton over to a Tuchel or an Ancelotti or someone of that world-class ilk, which is pretty much what Roy Keane's saying in a less blunt way. It's sort of like, look, what Carrick's doing is great, but in the summer, let's not make the same mistakes we made in the past. There's top-class managers out there. Give them the job. That's not bad. My opinion, right, is this. Okay, and let me just be fair. This is what Rio Ferdinand said. Rio Ferdinand said, Michael Carrick has come in, turned the collars up on his long trench coat and said, get behind me. We're going to put you in a structure that's going to suit the players we actually have. We're going to be hard to play against. We're going to work hard and we're going to be a threat. And he's gone and got 6 points. And people are telling me that no matter what Carrick does, he shouldn't get an opportunity to manage Man United. Where the fuck? Where do people get this? The disrespect is unbelievable. So someone to say no matter what the person does, he doesn't deserve to be given the keys to Man United. On what grounds are you saying that? That's mad talk. Well, you're on the payroll, mate, in my opinion. Until you start calling out protests, I think Rio's on the payroll. You know, I think he's a glazer because he never says anything bad about the club and he's always at Carrington. So first and foremost, I don't value your opinion because I fear it is paid for and pro-United. The minute you start talking about protests and stuff, I'll start listening to stuff like that because I don't think you speak fairly. I think you speak tapped into the Man United ownership. So that's my first thing I would say. Secondly, it's not disrespectful to say that Michael Carrick shouldn't get the job. It's an opinion. Also, on what grounds are people saying that? Well, you know what, mate? It might be on the grounds that you sat there a few years ago saying, give Ollie the job, we're back. And we weren't back. We wasted 3 years. It might be on those grounds, mate, to be honest with you. Also, it's only 2 games. We've had 2 games and we beat Man City and Arsenal, which is fantastic. But you're telling me we should give the job to Carrick on 2 games? We know these players can flick the light switch like that. What if they flick the light switch, Rio? What if in a month we've gone and lost a couple of games to teams we should be beating? So it might be on those grounds. And some people might say, what the fuck are you talking about saying Carrick should get the job? It's way too early. But I'd expect that from somebody who's a prospective influencer who plays on this society of flip-flop opinions without actual nuance. Because my opinion is, for what it's worth, and we're talking about 3 legends of the club there in Neville, Rio and Keane, and their opinions are obviously more valuable than me to many. My opinion is I'm just scared. I'm scared of giving it to Carrick. And if Carrick gets the job, I will say this. I really hope this works, but I'm scared. I'm really scared of giving it to Carrick for a multiple of reasons. And I wouldn't go as far as to say if we win every single game and we get the Champions League, I wouldn't give him the job. I think that's a big decision. It's a big call. But I'd still be scared because I'm scared. That's basically it. I'm not right. I'm not saying if you want to give Carrick the job, you're wrong. And I'm not saying if you don't want to give Carrick the job, you're right. I just personally am scared of giving Carrick the job. You know what I'm scared of? I'm scared of marrying somebody who I think might be the right person, and then the next week after I'm married, seeing the right person. That's what I'm scared of. I'm scared that my mates are telling me this is not the right person, but I think it might be, and it isn't the right person, you know? I'm scared of doing what we did with Ole. I'm scared of doing that. And it's unfair to say that Carrick is Ole, but in another way, Carrick was Ole's interim. He literally was with Ole. So, you know, Carrick was there with Ole as well. So giving him the job under this regime scares me, because if we get this wrong, we miss out on a summer full of amazing managers. And the funny thing about football is you can finish 15th and halfway through the next season, you can be doing better than the team that finished first, Liverpool. So things can turn around really quickly. So if we give it to Carrick based on a strong end to the season, and the Liverpool go and get Alonso, and everyone else bounces back, and we don't spend right in the summer, and then we're stuck in 8th again, we're like, oh, fucking hell, what have we done? And that's what I'm scared about. Michael Carrick could be the next Sir Alex Ferguson. I mean, what is the chances of that? You know, it could be. But I won't be a hypocrite on this. I'm never going to go, yeah, this is definitely the right thing to do, because there are no definites with Man United anymore. I think there is risk in everything. What if Carrick wins every single game and then we go and get Ancelotti, and Ancelotti struggles and everyone goes, what about Carrick? So, it is, there is no right or wrong answer. I think there's bluster, there's noise, there's cheerleaders for the Glazers like Rio that worry me because they're so vocal and so many people listen to them. And all I'd say about him is, look through his history. It's pro, never anything negative about the Glazers. So I don't trust him. Roy Keane probably has a little bit of an issue with Carrick, so I don't necessarily trust him. I trust my opinion on this, and I have to. I'm just scared. I'm scared of making that choice and missing out on an opportunity in the summer. But I'll tell you this for free. I'm relaxed. I'm not stressed. There's no point. It's not my choice. It's not my decision. I'm not going to be sitting here going, don't give Carrick the job if we keep winning games. I'm just going to say I'm scared about doing it. Gary Neville, in a way, is right. Man United have made emotional decisions over the last few years. Giving Ole the job was a contradiction to what Ed Woodward said. Ed Woodward said, we're going to wait till the summer and assess the situation. They gave him the job in March because they listened to the song and they got emotional. I absolutely think no matter what, United need to show no emotion in this. Michael Carrick shouldn't get the job in April or March. There should be an interview process and then you give it him. But you shouldn't be giving it him just because of what happens this season without interviewing other candidates. It's like I say, it's like marrying the person you think's the person without playing the field a little bit before you commit. You might find something even better.